Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Ted, and this is Ted Reads Books and Stuff. All right, we're just going to do a quick little update, and then I want to do a little show off. Let's get started. So, first off, if you hear some thunder in the background, we're having a lot of heat thunder in the area. As you know, Florida's been incredibly hot this past week, and it's still going. Every day the heat index is into the hundreds, so I think my face actually melted off Friday while I was working outside, but no big deal. All right, so where do we stand? I finished Ruin. All right, so I'm not going to talk about it in this video because I just finished it Friday, and all right, let's be honest. I loved it, but we'll get into it. I want to do a review of this next week when I review this other one. So I did go ahead and start Wrath because I enjoyed Ruin so much. I immediately started Wrath. So that's where we're at with that. Before They Are Hanged. Man, I tried to finish this. I really did. Some other things came up, but this, of course, is the second book in the First Law trilogy, and I only have about 100 pages left, so I may even finish it later today or tomorrow. But what I want to do is next week, I want to talk about Ruin and Before They Are Hanged together. So we'll do that next week. Oh, you guys, From Hell, I have made no progress whatsoever. I may have to just set this aside for a little bit and continue on with something else. It's interesting, it's beautiful, it's Alan Moore and all that good stuff, but I don't know what my problem is with it right now. I'm just not, I'm not digging it so much. So that's going to be put aside, and really one of the reasons why was because I've been reading this. So this is Star Trek Adventures. It's a role-playing game, and one of my best friends from New York is going to be starting a role-playing campaign of this, Star Trek Adventures, and has asked me if I want to join the group, and I said yes. So I'm going to be doing this. So I've been reading this heavy tome of rules for this role-playing game. So I don't know. I'm going to try to talk him into maybe streaming it or something, but I don't know if they really want to. I know everybody involved in this has some history with acting, some professional commercials and other things. Mostly stage like myself, but so I think we could do a good job if we streamed it. Who knows, we might. But anyways, I've been doing that. But what am I excited to be talking about today? Man, my mouth isn't working. What's going on with this? Stranger Things. So I finished what they have put out so far of season 4, and it was awesome. I'm really loving it. They've got kind of 3 different storylines going through it. One, of course, with 11. One, of course, with the kids that are in Hawkins. The one with L has kids in California. And then, of course, Hopper. There's a big storyline going around with Hopper. So far, it's awesome. I loved the new directions that they're going in the story. The storyline is really cool. The Upside Down is really cool. I don't really want to give much away, but it's inspired me. I have a lot of Stranger Things books and comics and graphic novels, so I'm going to show them off today. I actually went out this morning and got some other ones that I didn't have. I was lucky. I went to Walmart and they were having a sale on some Stranger Things stuff. So I actually got, for a decent price. But let me show you what I have here. first off, I started with this. Stranger Things, Worlds Turned Upside Down. This is the coolest book. This pretty much is just the official behind-the-scenes companion that came out after, I believe after season 1, maybe season 2. But what's really cool about this, see, it's got the Mylar covering, but the Mylar covering is not in good shape. It doesn't even, fit the book properly. If you look, the Mylar is covering the cover of the book, and it's all torn and chipped. It looks old, looks like it's been thrown around. It's really cool. It's got this sticker on it that I didn't remove because that's part of it, part of the whole presentation. Millard's General Store, and it says fair condition. I don't know if this would be fair, but probably poor condition, but it's all part of it. It's supposed to look like this, and it's really cool. Looks like it's stained on the inside there, but I like how, they talk. There's a big forward in here and a prologue talking about, where they got ideas and stuff. So for instance, right here, you can see they talk about their influences: Close Encountered, Altered States, The Evil Dead, E.T. Those are Matt's picks, and then Ross's picks are The Thing, Alien, of course, Jaws, and Poltergeist. So these are video night picks for Matt and Ross. And then, of course, they go on to talk about it came from Sachs. What was the big influences? Of course, Stephen King. So, Dead Zone, Different Seasons, Firestarter, It, Shining, Carrie, of course. All the best Stephen King books. But anyways, that's the first one that I think came out. I got that one when it came out. When was it? 1919 or first edition, 2018. So I've got that one. Then next in the book series is Suspicious Minds. Now, this book is really cool. If you are watching this new season 4, and a lot of it goes with 11, and when she was in the Institute with Papa, this book you should read. So this really talks about really where 11 came from, her mother, father, eventually being born and ending up in the Institute, and what happened with her while she was in the Institute and trying to escape the Institute. Really good book. Sometimes novels in IPs aren't that great. Sometimes they are good. Sometimes they're a mixture of both. I think that's what we've got here, is about a mixture of both. But this is really good and really informs what's going on with the 11 storyline in the new season, season 4. So you need to pick that one up and read that one if you're interested in Stranger Things at all. I love it. I love the IP. I'm a kid of the 80s. I played Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s, and further on I'm playing another role-playing game coming up. And then another one is Darkness on the Edge of Town. And this is Hopper's story. Really interesting. Back when he was a detective, a police officer in New York City. This informs a lot too of Hopper's storyline. Well, he's in Russia now. But so both these books, Suspicious Minds and Darkness on the Edge of Town, are really good. You should read those again if you have any interest in Stranger Things. Then we get into some, I don't know if they planned this, but all these books really are informing specifically this season. Next was Runaway Max. Now, this is more of a YA. These are more adult. But this is more, of course, YA story, and it's a story of Max and her family, and they're very easy reads. Large print, and I think some of the stuff in here is cool. They have some kind of illustrations, not really, but chapters, like here's the end of the chapter. And that's pretty cool, like Space Invaders back in the day. Boy, I played the hell out of Space Invaders, huh? But this one's Runaway Max. And this one, oh, where is it? So this one was copyrighted 2019. Short book, but Max plays a big role in season 4. She's going through a lot of maybe PTSD and stuff, but this helps inform that storyline, so you should read this. They're all good. And then this one I haven't read yet. This is the only, I think, novelization that I haven't read yet, and this is Rebel Robin, quickly becoming one of my favorite storylines. So I didn't know that I believe this actress here is the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. I didn't know that until recently. But I have not read this one yet. But again, Robin plays a big, has a big part in this storyline, the Hawking's side of this other storyline that's going through the present season. I have not read that one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish Before They Are Hanged, probably today or tomorrow, probably. And so I've already started Wrath. I think I'm gonna hold off on the third novel of Before They Are Hanged, the last argument of kings, until next month. I only have a couple weeks left in this month. So what I think I'm gonna do is, this is a lot of heavy fantasy here that I've been reading this month. So I think I'm gonna do a little palate cleanser and do some Stranger Things reading, since I'm so hopped up on this latest season that I thought was awesome. So I'm gonna read, I think, Rebel Robin, and I've got some other things down here. And then I'll show you what I picked up today. So this is where I keep my comic books and graphic novels, in this little container here. And these ones I've read all of them. So this is The Other Side. So if you look in the back of the book, I don't know if this one has it. Let me see. Jeez, I can't do anything. Oh, it's got the Umbrella Society they're talking about, not this one. Anyway, so this was the first one. So this is, I guess they're calling it like volume 1. This is The Other Side, and it is a compilation of, I think, 4 of the original comic books for this. So I've read that. Then the next one I actually have in their individual comic forms. This is 6. This is another big storyline in the story of the Institute, and this was really good. I didn't so much like The Other Side so much, but this one was really good. And of course I have there's 4 issues in this series. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. It does, in this storyline, introduce some of the other kids that were in the Institute at the time that 11 was in there, specifically 6. So that one's pretty good. Then next in line, so that was, I think, considered volume 2. This is volume 3, Into the Fire. This is another escapee from the Institute, and one of her sisters trying to track her down. I did a review of this a couple months ago. I mean, the artwork is fine. The story's okay, but I didn't really like it. It didn't really inform very much in the whole, IP, the whole Stranger Thing IP. So, but this, I guess, is considered volume 3. And then, I wonder if it's in the back of this one, if we can see here. Yeah, so in the back here, they show, Into the Fire or whatever, the outside, So this is volume 1, 6 is volume 2, that one volume 3, Into the Fire, and then 4 is what's it called? Science Camp, with Dusty going meeting his girlfriend. I don't have that one. That's, I think, the only one that I don't have of this comic book series. And then down at the bottom, there are the other ones. This is one of them, Dungeons and Dragons. I've read that one. That was pretty fun. Them playing the game. It's fun as hell. So that's what I've had prior. This is what I picked up today. This morning I went in, and first off, I saw this. I hadn't even known about this. Says Hawkins Horrors. It is a collection of terrifying tales. I believe it's even younger than YA. I think it may be even younger than that. But it's Stranger Things. It's Hawkins. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 short stories in it. Hawkins Horror. So I'm going to read that. Let's move these out of the way. I'm going to read Rebel Robin. I'm going to read Hawkins Horrors. And then I did find these other ones. The Bully, which I haven't read. And of course, that's down here at the bottom. Don't know if you can see that. So I got The Bully. I'm going to read that. I got Zombie Boys. That's cool. Cool cover. Cool back. So we're going to be reading that. And I found this one. This is Tomb of Buen. I didn't know that this collection was out yet. This is a collection, again, of 4 individual comics that I didn't know had been put together yet. And I found this. And all these were on sale. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge sale. It was like $2 or $3 off. But I couldn't pass it up, especially since I just got done watching the series. So I'm going to read that. So these are the ones that I'm going to be reading next. If I can get them all in the picture here. Just to give me a little bit of a palate cleanser from, you know, First Law. And, well, I am listening to Wrath. So I'm going to be I want to finish that series up, because I really want to get into John Gwynn's new series as soon as possible. Who knows? Hopefully as soon as possible. I've still got a ton of books I want to read, especially next month. But so that's what I'm going to be doing next. Reading those and finishing Wrath. And of course, Before They Are Hanged. Next week we'll be talking about Before They Are Hanged and Ruined. So I just have some more time, you know, to talk about those. Anyways, I hope you all have been watching Stranger Things. If you haven't, it's really fun. It's really good. Again, I'm a kid of the 80s, and this mostly takes place in like 85 or so. So, I don't know. I really like it. I hope you like it. Again, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you've been watching all along, that's amazing. You constant readers are awesome. You constant viewers are awesome. I love the comments, of course. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I'm almost at 100 viewers. Can you believe that? I started this first week of January. We're almost halfway through the year, and I almost have 100 subscribers. I think I was at 94 when I started this morning. So I can't believe it. I can't believe that 100 people would take the time out of their day to watch my channel, much less subscribe to it. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. I'll see you next week. Peace out.